To get started, let's talk about exactly how these devices work. We're going to outline some key terminology. UEF is the Uniform Energy Factor. It's the newest measure of overall water heater efficiency and replaces the old EF metric. It's meant to more accurately reflect real-world conditions. The higher the UEF value is, the more efficient the water heater. UEF is determined by the Department of Energy's test method, and is meant to be compared across water heaters in the same bin or group to judge the efficiency. First hour rating, FHR, is an estimate of the maximum volume of hot water in gallons that a storage water heater can supply within an hour that begins with the water heater fully heated. The FHR is measured at 125 degrees Fahrenheit outlet temperature in the Uniform Energy Factor test method. So how does a heat pump water heater work? Well, a heat pump is a device that moves heat from one place to another. A heat pump water heater moves heat from the surrounding space into the storage tank. Most heat pump water heaters operate as hybrid devices, meaning they use the heat pump functionality whenever possible, but there are built-in controls that switch on the conventional resistance heating when there are large hot water needs. Because they do exhaust cold air and pull heat from the space they're located in, consideration needs to be given to where in the home the heater is located. We'll talk more about that later. Similar to a heat pump and to a refrigerator, a heat pump water heater uses the refrigeration cycle to move heat from one place to another. One way to think about that is like a window AC being stuck on top of a storage tank. But instead of hot air being the waste product, it's the useful product. So the heat generated goes into the tank, and cold air is the waste product that gets expelled. These water heaters typically have three modes of operation: electric resistance, hybrid, and heat pump. The electric resistance mode operates the water heater in a standard electric resistance only mode, just like conventional electric tank water heaters. The hybrid mode is how we refer to those times when both the electric resistance heat and the heat pump technology are working to provide heat to the tank. The heat pump only mode is when only the heat pump function is operating, which is the most efficient, but will take longer to reheat the water.
A heat pump water heater, sometimes called an HPWH, is a highly efficient water heating option. They have a UEF rating of greater than 2.0 and sometimes up to just over 4 UEF, compared to a 0.88 to 0.95 UEF rating that are typical for standard electric resistance water heaters. For some additional context, a 1.0 UEF would mean that the water heater is 100% efficient. So 2.0 or a 4.0 means that the water heater is 200 or 400% efficient. This is possible thanks to the refrigeration cycle that we talked about, since energy is used to do the work of gathering heat instead of being used to directly heat the water, like with an electric resistance water heater. The actual operating efficiency of a heat pump water heater is variable depending on the site-specific factors such as the temperature of the area it's installed in, as well as the mode it's being operated in. Heat pump water heaters are primarily designed as alternatives or replacements for standard electric resistance water heaters, but of course can also replace gas or oil water heaters. Fun fact, if somebody is looking to install an electric Energy Star water heater, only heat pump water heaters are efficient enough to earn the Energy Star label. As with all water heaters, heat pump water heater products currently available in the market range in tank volume, first hour capacity ratings, efficiency, as well as the physical size and weight of those water heaters. When selecting one, the first hour rating, FHR, which is listed in gallons, is probably the most important factor to consider. As noted before, the FHR is the amount of hot water that a water heater can deliver in a single hour when it starts off with a full tank of hot water. That FHR should be equal to or greater than the highest volume of water typically used during any hour of normal operation in the home. While hot water use varies widely from home to home, some guidelines for first hour ratings in typical homes are shown in this table. Along the top, you'll see the number of bedrooms, which functions as a proxy for the number of people in the home, and along the side you have the number of bathrooms, which is a way to get at the potential amount of simultaneous fixture usage. So you can use this to get an idea of the FHR that you should be looking for in a water heater. If you want to do a more detailed analysis, the U.S. Department of Energy has a website called Sizing a New Water Heater, which provides a worksheet to estimate those target FHRs specific to the home.